First track looks like it's going to be Aqua's Classic.
Popular starting track, and these are some very strong players here.
I think it has. It's been picked. I think 80% or something like that for every first track that's been played. I think.
That's our Spice Mine run.
Yeah. And we're already started, so we're already into the race now.
They're not quite on sync yet, but
yeah, who deals with the syncing issues here?
And we're synced.
Who actually syncs up the stream?
I think our whole team.
They're looking dead even at the moment.
Very close times, or like one.
Yeah, they're just doing pretty much textbook stuff, so it's pretty hard to say much about this. Although we have got a different alternate route direction on the figure 8 section now.
Does it really matter if you go left or right?
I don't think so. No, I think it's just more of a personal preference thing. But it's a 0.2 second difference at the moment, so as expected, it's a very close start. I don't expect any deaths on this track, to be honest.
Basically every single wall scrape here can make the difference.
We notice a slightly different boost strategy there. Kingbean's got used a little bit more heat, so he will be a little bit further ahead in terms of the track position, but that won't necessarily correspond to an advantage later on. So we'll have to see how the times come out later. Yeah, although Kingbean is looking like he was a little bit slower on that lap, so it looks to me like Galeforce has the advantage at the moment. I think this is going to be a good time from both of them. They haven't really made any mistakes.
It's really coming down to the figure 8.
I think it just comes down to who's more precise, really, in this last section. Like King might underheat a little bit.
So yeah, kingbeandip barely takes this one with a high 238 versus a low 239.
Yeah, so 2 excellent times, as we'd expect there.
Classic Aquilaris. Classic Aquilaris classic.
Yeah, I think anything much below 239 is very good here.
We're getting more global bans.
Predictions?
They're already coming in.
Yeah, we know that they both have their strengths on certain tracks, especially I think Galeforce is perhaps people will know more about his.
Okay, already 2 Uwu tracks are taken out. Vengeance and Executioner. And the popular choice Mogasa Speedway as well as Endoprime Centrum.
Who's banned which ones there? Just for the viewers.
Gale banned the Uwu tracks, the others are by Kingbean.
Okay, so we have Vengeance and Executioner by Gale, Mongaza Speedway, and Endoprime Centrum being taken out by King.
We're not going to use Bullseye for this next race.
King being banning Baru Coast temporarily, which is somewhat not surprising. Where's Galeforce taking us?
Is it a strategic bullseye van?
Galeforce has got to decide where to go now. Scrapper's run. Okay. So we're getting a bullseye ban at Scrapper's run, which...
So it's just seeing Ben.
Yeah, we will probably see Ben here. I'd be very surprised to see anything else, to be honest. Can you tell me when they've started, just so I can see how much of a delay there is?
Not yet. Here goes the first one. We'll have to wait for the sync.
Hopefully they're reasonably close.
What happened there? It's a very unfortunate stuff for Galeforce.
Yeah, this unfortunately this is it's quite a common theme for these types of tracks. The walls are not particularly well built, and the rules of how the pod interacts with them can be somewhat unfortunate if you run into them at the wrong angle.
Going out of bounds here is actually not
Yeah, I would say it's not particularly good though. I mean, crashing on this track it's not really a track you want to die on, to be honest. Not at this level.
Yeah, it pretty much needs a mistake. I mean,
I don't think
falling
you'll make
off the track is so much slower than just exploding.
Yes. Exactly. I mean, if you die with a high heat rate, it doesn't matter as much, but dying at the start of the race is just not good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, to answer the question asked in chat here, not all of them are equally fast.
Yeah. Clean ton legs it.
Racing with a 152.
Yeah, it looks like his heat rate's a little bit low as well, so that's going to cost him a bit of time. Although 52 is a very good time for this track. 59 with a death from Gale.
152, 921. That's actually, based on the spreadsheet I have, that's the best scrappers of this tournament.
Yeah, definitely an excellent time for sure. Yeah. I think particularly without that use of the track cut as well, it's particularly difficult. I think 150 is the current record there.
So this time we'll be playing Howler Gorge.
Okay, are we not getting a pod ban here?
It was bullseye again.
Okay, it wasn't wrote in the Discord here. So we're probably getting I assume we're getting a Ben mirror.
So Gale really needs to win here.
Was the temporary track ban for
Babu.
Oh yeah, sorry. I see. I thought it was. I was reading the one before the last race.
This time, King Bean with the early death.
Now we know that actually Galeforce is very good on Adobe Mountain, and this track is very similar to that. So I wonder if he has anything special here for us.
And the Prime. I mean, King Bean already took out and the Prime Center.
Well, this is his pick, so you'd expect he would be good at it. So we've got 2 deaths from King Bean there. That's quite a lot to make up.
Now, starting lap 2. Let's see how Galeforce gets this difficult marked down hand. That was so clean. Did he even touch the wall there at all?
He's taking some pretty brave and risky lines here, so. But it's paying off at the moment. I mean, a 1:10.3 first lap is very, very good. King Bean also makes it do clean, but he's just lost so much time because of those deaths. So apparently Galeforce has a 3:18 personal best here.
It's just that good at it.
Yeah, that's some pretty insane stuff, that is. Yeah, it looks like I'm lagging by about 7 seconds or so.
I'm spoiling everything.
It's a 1:05 lap. It looks like Ace has already worked out what pace he's on. We don't want to jinx this though. We don't want to jinx this. Well, Galeforce definitely needs to crash if King Bean wants to have any chance of winning this.
Wow, this is an amazing
boost as well. This is looking like it's really good time.
This is by far the best
Record?
howler guards we've seen so far in this tournament.
3:20 is really good here. I think I might ban this one if I end up playing Galeforce after my next match.
Okay, third bullseye ban.
Yeah, so bullseye ban again from King. Or rather, King's turn to ban this time.
No Fire Mountain Rally.
Fire Mountain Rally without bullseye. It'll be interesting to see what they pick here.
Galeforce banned Fire Mountain Rally. But yeah, Kingbean could potentially still choose Scrapvine. Oh, here it is. Is this what he was talking about?
Are we going to Zuga Challenge then? Is that what he's saying?
I think we are going to Saga Challenge. Saga
And
Challenge.
this is definitely with Ben, isn't it? So.
Is this the secret weapon?
Well, we'll see, won't we? Of course, you're not allowed to jump up the wall and cut half the track off, though, in this tournament.
Talking about the 418.
Well, it sounds like, yeah, he has something here. Prepared something.
Let's see what what he will throw us here.
Oh, this will be interesting. This match is best of 5, isn't it? It's the first, rather the first 5 wins, yeah.
The final will be best of it's best of 9, that is. First to 5. The final will be best of 13.
I think that applies also to the losers final, the winners final, and the grand final. Actually.
Just not to this one yet.
So this is the last match, which is first to 5 wins.
Yeah, Kingbean was still talking big about what he can do here. 418.
Yes, it'll definitely be interesting to see what he does here.
Don't actually see this track too often in the tournament.
I played it in my match against Ace, actually, although it didn't go quite as well as I'd wanted. Yeah, he showed his skill through the Mongaza section. It's pretty rare to see someone crash there, actually. Yeah, definitely looking good for Kingbean right now.
Finishing the lap of a high 126.
Yeah, that's pretty unbelievable, actually.
And Galeforce having a pretty rough race.
Yeah, he looks, I don't know, he just looks like he hasn't maybe practiced this or something.
Not a very popular track.
Yeah, I'm surprised at where Galeforce is dying. Actually, that's what's surprising me most. Interestingly, this track has quite a high death rate, which kind of surprised me when I looked at looked at the analysis on this track.
You said the word death, and Galeforce died.
Yeah, so are we just deaths anymore? Is that the new platform?
So Kingbean did not die to the cycle-based machine thingy, however.
Of course, with Kingbean's pace, actually, he's going to find that it's going to be in a lower position, so it should technically be easier to take, actually. Yeah, so we see for Galeforce, he's had to face it when it's the highest point, which is difficult. Ace already getting ahead of me there.
Obviously, the intended way to clear that thing is to use the shortcut.
Well, it seems like this is a good pick for Kingbean. I mean, he has a significant advantage now. We haven't got much track left.
That's the secret weapon after all. Finishing with a 420. Amazing.
He's haven't able to take that at full speed then, you see.
The previous fastest time here was 4 seconds slower.
Yeah, I think it was Ace's time, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty insane. So the situation is a 3-1 right now to King. Gale needs to come up with something fairly powerful now.
Maybe some Betos.
Has Adobe Mountain been banned? Don't think it
No.
has.
That would also be an option.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
But we're playing Bumpis. Yeah, Baru Coast is just constantly being blocked by Kingbean. No bullseye, so more Ben.
Interesting pick by Galeforce here.
I like for once having a match where we see Ben all the time.
So it's a pretty long track, and it's on the same planet as the first track we played, and it has some hairpins, some pretty difficult hairpins sections, braking. So it's quite of an all-round endurance type track.
Easy to die.
Yeah, we saw quite a lot of commentators curse problems with this track with Kingbean. I actually uploaded a video to my channel with that on it.
There's this wonderful hairpin section here early in the lap that Ben doesn't really like.
Yeah, it is a nicely designed track though.
Yes. And you can skip a gigantic part of it if you want.
Yeah, I was wondering maybe we'll see the anti-skip again.
Where you accidentally perform the skip backwards.
Yeah, was that Magus who did that?
I don't remember.
It's looking like King Bean's stream is frozen online.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see because at the moment we don't know. But it looks like Galeforce is doing pretty well at the moment.
Cut section, and that was clean.
Yeah, definitely very well executed. Now we've got King Bean's stream back on. Just need to get the videos synced up.
Yeah, 134 lap by King Bean and 132 by Galeforce. So, for once, for the first time after the first race, it's still open.
Yeah, it's quite important that Galeforce wins this race, because if he doesn't, then he's only going to have one left. He's going to have to win every race after that.
I think a lot will come down to how good they take the shortcut.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more decisive parts of the track.
Getting through there without dropping too much speed, and obviously without dying, costs so much time.
Yeah, I think a death on typically loses you about 3 seconds or so, I think.
King Bean had to go around that.
Yeah, he quite likes this route. I think he feels it's safer. So it's giving Galeforce an advantage.
That time by Gale, 131.
Yeah, definitely a good pace.
If both just keep the pace, it will need a death to even out.
Yeah, so it looks like he's on maybe for 435, something like that.
Commentators curse at it again.
Oh no. It's kind of a nasty aspect of this game when you catch the back end of the pod on the side of the track. It's very sensitive to damage and you die very easily that
I
way.
should stay quiet. No, it's super close. Those streams aren't exactly.
It still has a lead.
And it happens.
We know that King likes to take the longer route. Oh no.
He knew. He must have known how close the race would be.
I think he felt the pressure there. I think he felt he knew that King was close. That's the problem.
This race was obviously not going to be very one.
No, it's very difficult to recover from that. Yeah.
So yeah, Kim Bean takes it with a 441.
I think it's just the way that this tournament works, though, is that you need a bit of luck as well. I think, especially with only 5 races.
Not a tournament, PB. Is this even accurate? Because this spreadsheet, because they're just destroying all these times. Yeah, that's some match points for King Bean. We're playing Death Rose.
So Galeforce has got to win the next 4 races. Looks like we're sticking with Ben.
We wait a little bit for King Bean to hopefully fix his internet. It's much better to have 2 players visible. And this should be a really close track. It's short and fast.
This is our second Audibana track.
Yeah, no mistakes allowed. And they could complete the Ordibana series and also show us some Abyss if this is not the last race.
Yeah, maybe we could even see Cloud City.
I mean, just saying, Abyss has not been permabanned.
Yeah, although who's going to pick Abyss?
It has happened.
Okay, it looks like the race has started.
Galeforce 43 first lap.
Goes for the big jump.
Slightly slower 43 by King. But the difference will be small here.
Looks like King Bean's using quite a low traction because he's running on 60 FPS to make that jump. We get these videos synced up.
.6.
Yes, there's a 1. Yeah.
This is like
Looks like about half a second, I think.
by half a second, Galeforce is keeping himself in the match.
Nothing like pressure.
Goes for it.
Yeah, the out of bounds finish.
208, 269.
That's an excellent time.
Galeforce stays in the race. That was a strong Defros. Oh, they King Bean banned Anakin. How will they do it now? Banning Anakin and Anakin's favorite track at the same time. Where will we go? Where will King Bean take us? Oh,
I imagine
we're going to Fire Mountain Rally. And remember, they can't use Anakin.
what can you do, eh?
Can't even use the Force.
Maybe they'll surprise us and go Subalba.
Let's just go for the Sebulba mirror. No, this is Bullseye's time to shine.
Well, it's definitely an impressive track. It's a very long track with a lot of complex sections.
So far in this tournament, King Bean has gotten 10 seconds faster time than Galeforce for Fire Mountain.
It's still match point. Very good clean start from both players.
Don't talk about match points. I'm getting flashbacks again about the last Wimbledon final.
There's some heavy braking and you have to be very precise with the lines in these twisty sections.
King Bean gets through it clean. But one of his engines.
Yeah, we are synced, so it looks like he has about 2-second advantage just from better racing, basically, at the moment.
Until Galeforce takes it, definitely. No. Clearly.
The nasty section, there's a wall that sticks out and it's very easy to run into.
And finally go to that canyon from Fine Gateway, but backwards.
And we'll see that shortcut section opening up later on laps 2 and 3.
Galeforce already with death number 2, this is not looking good for him.
It's always difficult when you're playing on your opponent's tracks.
If you have to win, not exactly easy on your nerves.
But he's being very aggressive here, I think, because he feels he needs to be.
Yeah. See how King goes through this super twisty part. Yeah, he had to take some hits.
Yeah, actually, he messed that up a little bit. Actually, I think he ran into the apex.
Galeforce taking some heavy damage from his left engine.
Yeah, these tracks are just brutal on Bullseye.
Bullseye is just made out of some cardboard, I guess. This is not ideal for him.
The trouble is that you can sort of get away with it on lap 1, but if you're not dying, I mean, not that you want to die, but if you're not dying, then it sort of gradually grinds down your pod's engines until we end up all in the red. He needs shortcut section from King.
That was an unexpected death. But still, it would take a lot for Galeforce.
Yeah, pretty unusual place to die. Yeah, although Gale's got had a lot of damage to his right engine, so he's had to repair that. No, it's not over till it's over. It's definitely starting to look good for King Bean now, though, halfway through the third lap.
This has to be it.
Yeah, it looks like he's maybe 4 deaths behind. It's looking very good for King Bean now.
Galeforce did not like this track choice at all. King Bean finishing with a 525.
Yeah, I suspect he just hadn't practiced this one. I mean, it's not one of those tracks you can play intuitively, really. You have to practice it. So that was...
it's the best fire option we've seen for this tournament.
Yeah, it's been an excellent match, this one, actually. There's been some very good times from both players.
Hey guys.
Yo.
Hey, GG.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
Some crazy times there.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
At least I won the battle with the counterpicks. Or the bands rather.
Yeah, you did. I was 95% sure the first thing you would do was permaban GVG on FMR.
Yeah. Got him.
Yep.
I have a question
Dude.
for you, Galeforce.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick Andobe Mountain Rally? Because I sort of kind of expected you to pick that based on your last match.
feeling too good about the canyon, so I was just like, avoid it, I guess.
That track is pretty hairy towards the end. Unpredictable.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're not super prepared for it, then it's a
Uh-huh.
bit of a gamble.
I feel like as a general rule, you try not to pick tracks that are unpredictable.
Yeah. Unless you're really freaking good at them.
Talking about that unpredictable tracks, what do you have to say about Chalaco Challenge, King Bean?
Yeah, explain yourself.
That was so fun. Hoarding that
Yeah, what the heck?
track for 3 weeks. Because it just is a track that hasn't been optimized yet. And so I put in my PB on the Discord. Well, I said that I beat the world record by 1.4 seconds. And then Cobalt beat that time. But I saw that my new PB was like 1.7 seconds faster than that one still.
Dude, what the heck? Like the
Yeah,
time
that
you
was a
got,
that was a very, very impressive time there, King.
I almost
time
beat
you-
the world record in tournament. That would have been awesome.
the
I
time you
missed the
got
boost.
was like 3 seconds faster than my PB. Jesus. Also, what was
And
that
Ga-
Galeforce Classic? What the heck?
What about it?
The time. I was
Oh.
like, I had a run. I was like so sure I'd won that.
I was so sure I had won that.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. I cleaned it up the last
Yeah,
couple
the
weeks. I guess
times, the win times were so good in this match.
that was such a close race.
Yeah.
I didn't pick Malister 100 because I had the feeling you had practiced it.
Yeah, I had. I actually PB today on it.
Oh, nice.
I got like a half-second PB.
You left
But
it
I-
open, and I was like, "That's kind of fishy."
Yeah.
5-2 is almost too high of a score for this match.
Yeah, I don't know. I dropped the ball a bit.
I was definitely really nervous going into this.
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you might have picked Malister as the first track, King, actually.
Yeah,
And Gale as well. I mean, your Howler Gorge time was really excellent as well. It's the other great time this
yeah, that's an
match.
insane
Thank
time.
you. Yeah. I think that beats Ace, I think. It beats
I don't
everyone
know.
except for Cobalt and me. The time I got.
Okay,
320, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. No
So-
complaint.
so when I started Howler, it's the worst start
Dude,
ever.
what? Okay, I want to guess. Did you like lose your boost on that field and then just have to cross it without a boost?
Even worse. Okay, so
Wait, what? How do you get worse?
on the race start, I was holding the shift key as I started the race, and so I couldn't boost.
Oh yeah,
And so my first boost was like 2 seconds late
dude.
because
what
I had to
the-
recharge it and stuff. And then I died right before crossing the first ice field, that new route that we found. So I had to cross the snow without boost and having just barely respawned.
That happened to me a couple of times when I was practicing, and I was like, "Wow, that literally just cost me like 4 seconds."
And then I died entering the hairpins.
Oh. I mean, that you can't complain about that one. That one's like standard enough.
Pretty much. So at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna take it easy. I've already lost.
Oh dear.
And the saddest death for me was that out of bounds death in Scrappers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you die there?
Yeah, on like the first turn, I just casually slid off to the right.
I
It's
did
like
that
the
once in a
most
match.
costly death.
I was just like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Why did you not ban GVG and FMR? I really want to know this.
Because I've been practicing Fire Mountain Rally, and I was like, okay, I can get rid of Uvo, and still ban GVG, like with my soft ban. And
Okay.
if you pick Fire Mountain Rally, I'm like, it's not like a guaranteed loss necessarily.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just take the L if it gets picked and I don't do amazingly, but like, there's
Yeah.
at least a
Fair
chance.
enough.
So I was like, whatever. Yeah, I definitely feel like I would do worse on Vengeance and Executioner than Fire Mountain Rally.
There's still Gauntlet. We never saw it.
I'm fine with Gauntlet, actually. Yeah. I actually thought you were going to pick Gauntlet.
I tried to avoid tracks that I would obviously pick.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm surprised you didn't ban Howler.
I don't know. You died there against me once. I was
This
like,
is the
I
root
can
cause.
win there, so
Well,
I'll
then
ban
also
other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected a close race there actually at Howler Gorge.
I did too until about 15 seconds in.
Yeah.
It's the problem, isn't it? If you're both really good at a track and then one person like fails, it's kind of very hard to pull it back, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Wow, this match was like all over the place though. Like we
It
had a
really
couple
was.
really close ones, and then the other ones that we won, the other guy just completely dropped the ball. Like
Yeah, pretty much.
I died
There
like
are
6
no
times.
average times for the winner. Always outstanding ones.
I think everybody's improved in this tournament actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people have really been going away from no upgrades and working on ILs.
So we haven't too many matches left. So, how many will?
3 or 4 matches left, depending on the results of the last race.
Is it
Because it'll
Is
be
that
me.
2 or 3?
It'll
right?
be
Oh, wait,
3 or
yeah,
4
yeah.
because it'll
Yeah,
be
3 or
me
4.
versus the loser of Mikey and Ace,
Yeah, you're right. I forgot the winners.
and then the winner of that will have to go against the winners final, and then there might be one after that.
But I think the next one will be the much hyped Ace versus Mikey.
That'll be crazy.
Yeah. Good luck getting your revenge.
Thank you.
You can do it, Mike.
The unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Yep.
I mean,
Mike, you
I genuinely think you can do it. So
You just have to get Ace to die a bunch,
yeah.
because we know you won't.
Play
I'll use
some
the
mind
Pixaball
games.
I'll just use Pixaball.
There you go.
And ban Bumpy.
I think there's only 3 races left, if I understood it right.
3 matchups. Yeah.
It's 3, and then there's a 4th one if the loser champion beats the winner's champion.
So
Wouldn't
is
that just
it?
be? I thought that was the last race, though. I thought there'd only be 2 players left at that point.
Are you counting your own match against Ace?
No, I say because there's the winners final, and then there is the losers final, which is the loser of the winners final, and then the loser of that. The winner of that match, I presume, just played in the grand final with the winner of the winners final.
Yes,
Yeah.
but there's one more match if the loser's champion beats the winner's champion.
Well, there's an extra set.
Yeah.
But it's
Can't
it's
say
the
I
same
understand that,
person.
so I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the loser has to beat the winner 2 out of 3, essentially.
Yeah. You basically to completely drop out, you have to lose twice, no matter where you are. So
Yeah, it's
winner's
kind of
side
weird.
still hasn't won one.
Oh, okay, I see. Kind of makes sense.
Anyway, well, GG.
Yeah, GG. Congrats.
Good luck in your future endeavors.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
And make sure you get some sleep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Thanks.
Yeah, congrats, King, and well done to Gale for making it this far.
Thank you.
We're gonna miss you.
Indeed.
I'm still here.
After this tournament is before the next one, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a match on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Don't miss it.
Yep.
So then we're wrapping this up here, I guess.
Yeah. You got 2 minutes, right? Is there something on after this?
Yeah, let's just hog the channel. It's all right.
Oh yeah. Anyway, GG.
Yeah, GG.